Hi again, YouTube. It's been quite some time. So today is approximately 3 years. We are approaching 3 years since my tissue expander to implant swap surgery. And about 2.5 years since my bilateral mastectomies. And I have no idea how long since I got my mini tummy tuck. At least a year, I'm guessing, since my last post was about a year ago. So today I thought that I would come back and give you a what's it look like. So first, I'm going to step back and give you an idea of what I look like just in general. What does it look like in general in clothes before we get to, let me take my shirt off. Okay. Okay, now let's do this. Still up against the cupboards. Okay, so this is what I look like face on. I'm wearing a black shirt, so I will turn. This is what I look like from the side. Okay, that's me in clothes. 3 years after bilateral mastectomy and 3.5 years after bilateral mastectomy and 3 years after tissue expander to implant swap surgery. So what's gonna happen next is we're gonna do a what's it look like. I definitely have band-aids over my nipples right now. There will be a second video that doesn't have band-aids, but just to give you a sense of like, okay, this is what she looks like. Because one of the things I felt that I was missing when I was, first trying to figure out what was going to happen was I felt like people tell you all about the day of, which by the way is scary, and then they tell you all about what's going to happen, a week later or 2 weeks later or even a month later. But who's out there telling you, right, but does it get better? Because it doesn't look like it gets better. Like, I want to see you after a year. What does it look like after 2 years? Like, where's the light at the end of the tunnel? So that's what today is about. What does it look like 3 years after my tissue expander to implant swap surgery, 3.5 years after my bilateral mastectomy? And since we're here, I will show you what my tummy tuck looks like as well. Although, again, it was a tummy tuck done to sort of fix what got jacked up in the stealing of some fat to try to smooth out some ripples in my breasts. So give me 1 second and I will take my shirt off and be right back. Okay, so here I am, topless again. I feel like a nudist. Okay, my band-aids are secure. Boobies definitely just out there. Okay, so these are 800cc silicone implants. My surgery was a over the pec. So this is just skin completely covering this implant. And then there's a sling at the bottom. But my pecs are not involved in the surgery at all. Okay. So as you can see, still not quite. I feel like this one is like, this is a boob that I would like. This is maybe what my old boobs look like. This is like, okay, why are we still flat? Why is it still so tight? And actually, if you feel it on the side, it's like really, this breast is like actually harder. If people hug me, they're like, why so hard? Because this boob never dropped. I would say for a woman who doesn't have any of her own breasts, these look great. But I will say that when I go back to get these swapped out, whenever the time comes, I'm definitely going to have them, like, I need y'all to fix this. This is a problem. If it continues to bother me, I may get an elective surgery between here and there. Because the other thing that's different is this breast on the side of my body slopes away like a boob does, right? There's a little bit of an undercut right here that I don't think was present in my old boobs. But on this side, it's like, why is there a line on the side of my body? Now, to be fair, again, not a small girl. But that's not a place where I ever had a fat roll before. I'm just saying. Okay, so that's a place that I don't like right there. Scars wise, I can sometimes see the scars of where the drains were. but I can never feel them anymore. And then under my breast, you can see the scar tissue is right. It starts right here, and this scar tissue is a little bit hard. I think this is the breast that had to be cut on twice, so this is a little bit not great. It doesn't feel great. And then underneath, it stops right here. There's the end of the scar, and I don't even know if you guys can see that. I'll show you the other side, then we'll do a close up. Okay, and then on this breast, no idea where that scar was, where the tubes were. And then underneath my breast, the scar tissue starts right here, and this is like actually an indentation. It's really, really smooth, and if not smooth, then it's actually indented into my skin a little bit. And then underneath and around, this feels just like a breast right here, like how my old breasts used to feel. And then the scar tissue starts right here. And it's a little bit under my breast. So if I was actually just standing here, it's actually under here. And so those are like the breast scars from a skin-saving, nipple-sparing bilateral mastectomy 2 years later. And a woman who purportedly, my scars heal really well. So I don't get keloids. And my skin just, it heals. So you can see the scars are like really, really light. In fact, oh, it's actually this one. Can't even tell anymore. Can you tell how much it doesn't hurt? I can tell because this one is a little bit swollen. So this armpit actually has the scar. I don't know if you can see it. It's actually, the reason I can tell is because there's some swelling always a little bit right there. But I literally cannot feel this is the scar right here. Again, I don't know if you guys can see it. It doesn't feel like anything except when I shave my armpits, or when I notice that there's this like sort of, I don't know, hard material right there. I mean, it is, the tail piece of your breast that goes into your armpit. And so it got trapped up there because we had a lymph node cut out. Okay, so moving down, okay, so that's all the scar tissue. In terms of feeling, what's really strange is, so I can't tell that I can't feel except that I know it. So in other words, when I do this, I feel it, but I don't actually feel it. My pec muscle is feeling it, and then this skin down here feels the pull. So I know that I'm feeling this, but if you scratch, I can feel this on the skin a little bit. This, no. There's nothing underneath here. It's the under here that feels it, and up here that feels it, and it's actually around. And then your body just learns to like register, like, oh, someone's touching your boob. My nipples have no feeling. They are still responsive, but I can't feel them. And again, I am still like, I'm unhappy with the lack of symmetry in these two breasts, and also in the fact that my nipples are now somehow here. Which means when I lay on my side, it definitely nipple looking at the ceiling. Like, okay. Not romantic, I'll say that. They're not ideal, but I don't think anybody's breasts are perfect. And in terms of being a mastectomy patient, I feel like these came away pretty good. Okay, so we're gonna move down to my mini tummy tuck. This tummy tuck was done because I had already had some fatty material taken from my belly to sort of cover some ripples, because again, I don't have any pec muscle covering my implants. So the implants were really ripply. In fact, I will give you a link to Ripple City video down in just look in the comments below. And so because of that, I had fat taken from my belly and brought up and then like injected into my breast. This breast has a hard place right here. Like if you feel it, there's like a BB in there. And when I had my MRI done, they actually said it feels like she has a mass. It feels like, I guess it feels like a boob lump, you could say. And they actually described it in the MRI as probably necrotic fat, but keep watching it. In other words, fat that died in my body. And so it feels like there's like an actual BB in my body here. And that's the point of injection when he tried to inject the fat. to cover some of those ripples. Okay, so I will keep in mind I had a couple of kids, some stretch marks and whatnot. No tummy tuck's gonna fix the stretch marks that are left behind. So first, gotta tip y'all down again. Okay. Without being inappropriate, this is the scar. I can't even tell where it ends because it's done so smoothly. Right here. So this one's a little bit tender on this side. And so this is where my scar goes and across. I can still feel a little bit of tenderness right here, dead center line, right below my belly button. This is tender right here, and it's kind of a little bit indented, as in from the side. You can sort of see it's like there's a valley here of where he really cut me. And then there's my belly. If a girl lost some weight, it might not be so bad. I know I mentioned I was going to lose weight. I put in 0 effort on losing weight and decided instead to be happy with myself and enjoy life. Maybe I could eat a little healthier. But in the meantime, so your results may vary depending on how much you like cake. And of course, depending on your surgeon. Okay, so from the side, let me try and turn this way so you can see it better in the light. You can see the actual incision place is here, and then there's like a rise right here into my belly. I don't mind that. I really, really don't. I feel like we're just girls. We're just girls. Okay, so now we're going to do a little bit of close-up of the scars. Again, 3 years after tissue expander implant swap surgery. Hold on 1 second. So you're up. You're in my hand, so sorry for the move around. Okay, so if I just leave my breast alone, you can see the scar starts right here and then comes down and underneath to here. So it actually is like a halfway decent, I don't know, what is that, 4 inches? Maybe 6 inches? And it's mostly flat, right? And it's definitely hidden. I mean, I guess I could wear a bathing suit that, like, you were like, oh God, I could see her scars. But that's not my style. So that's not going to happen. Okay, and then on this side, if you look from the side, again, I don't like the way that this, see how there's a line right there? That's not scar tissue. That's literally the way that they sewed me together, sort of encouraged like a fat ledge right there, which I'm not enjoying. Okay, so coming back. The scar starts right there. And it's actually smooth right there. And then right down here, there's like a hard place. And then it continues under to here. And again, that's a pretty good, even with my ledge boobie, this one's the one that's like, why is this boob sitting on a table? No idea why. Gonna have to fix that one in the next surgery, which will definitely be some years from now. Okay, and then a close-up on my belly scar. It's way too dark down there. Hold on, I'm turning on the big light. About to be bright. Okay, that light is not very kind. Just bam. Okay, so there we were, belly scar. Okay, so it starts somewhere over here that I can't find. There you go. And then comes around to this side. And really this side is more pink and tender. This is like a little divot right here in my belly. This side just for some reason didn't heal all the way white yet. And then this side's almost invisible. And feelings wise, it doesn't feel like scar tissue. You know, it just feels fine. The actual, so this all feels fine, like, oh, it's like I was always like that. And then right here it feels a little weird. And then right here it feels actually kind of dead. And if I push in, it feels really weird, especially this, like if I push this, I feel it like all the way out to here on both sides. But dead center feels numb. And then over here gets a little tender. And I don't know why, but this line right here is really tender. And then kind of feels like nothing. Okay, so let me get my shirt back on. We'll talk a little bit more. Okay, YouTube, I want to say this. I have enjoyed the ride. I don't know, I may have one more video after this. I feel like you're cockeyed. My camera's acting really weird today. I'm sorry about that. I may have one more video after this because I owed you guys some pictures. That video will be the nipple version of this video, and it will have some of the pictures that I took when I was still going through the process of being operated on. Meaning I did a baby doll shoot, I did a Bride of Frankenstein shoot, and I did my initial shot with my original breasts, my own breasts. It was like, I guess I'll call it a hippie shoot. I had like ribbon of leaves and flowers in my hair and whatnot. So I will do that in one last video, probably sometime next week. Thank you guys so much for watching and for the comments and the conversations, and for just being so supportive. It has been a wonderful journey. So I'm going to leave this channel up. No matter when you are watching this, no matter what year it is, if I'm alive, I will respond to you. Those of you who have commented, thank you so much. I hope that I have been able to help in some small way. And certainly you've helped me. There's a validation in being heard and having a conversation. And you have all, as a community, really, really helped me in that way. So again, thank you for watching. Today, I will not say, subscribe, because there's nothing to subscribe to. There'll be only one video after this one. So, I mean, you guys know where to find the subscribe button. And again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. It has been one heck of a trek with all of you at my side, and I have so appreciated it. We'll see you on that last video. Let me tip you down a little bit. Okay, having some problems. So give me 1 second and I will take my shirt off and be right back. Okay, definitely didn't take my shirt off. I'm a dum-dum. Oh, you are right in my face. Let me... Thank God for editing. Of course.